Alrighty. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Jay's One Key event for The Great Escape. We are down to the final match of this weekend, and of course, it is going to be our winner's bracket match to wrap up that winner's bracket and also see who the final player will be sent down to that loser's bracket. It's going to be Sleeby Maddy versus AsaelmasterHola. This is going to be a fire match. So fire that I don't gotta do this one by myself. As always, I am Aristani, and joining me is going to be Aki. How's it going?
Hello, it's so great to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me. Yeah, I mean, this might just be the most nail-biting round that we're gonna have, I think. This most nail-biting match that we're gonna have this round. Both of these players are just like a step, just a notch above. So, really interested to see who's gonna come out on top here. I have a feeling it's gonna be a really close match.
Yeah, both of these players don't really need that much of a formal introduction into the joke scene because they've been around for quite a while. So, Sleeby Maddy, very well known, one of the top players we've seen reoccurring in the joke scene. Same with Asael, a pretty quiet but very, very top rising player in the one key scene, and it's going to be pretty fire to see these two duke it out and see how it goes. And I mean, what better way to begin this match than with beginning?
That is such a it's like written in a story. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be as non-biased. Both players I know relatively well. Obviously, Maddy was my teammate over in the latest One Key World Cup. But Asael might just be one of the fastest growing players in 1K over the past maybe like 6 months. So this is going to be kind of crazy.
Yeah, like I mentioned, these two have absolutely set a name for themselves in their own respective ways. And like you mentioned, you would have a lot more experience than I would because you partnered up with Maddy for the last edition of One Key World Cup, I believe.
Yeah.
Were they around for One Key World Cup 2024? Were they on that US?
They were on the.
I think it was
yeah,
USA team because for some reason we needed 3 US teams.
I'm actually kind of surprised to see this pick. Maddy, from what I know, is really strong with long notes, but especially also kind of strong in tech. And these kind of flammy tech sections, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Both players are managed to hit the beginning, though. Always good to see.
Yeah. I feel with like the more technical flammy, like you mentioned, the more of these like faster doublets and some of these like gallops that follow a very like technical flam or just a gallop here or like a doublet could really throw some players off. And a reoccurring theme I always like to mention is combo plays a key role, especially in these short maps. This is only a minute and a half, and you really need to keep that 400 combo cap in play right now. And although Maddy falling a bit behind, that's only by 1/100 of a percentage, and even then Asael starting to fall down to her level here as this is a very close, this is already a nail biter. Oh god.
And the ending's gonna be the hardest thing to hit, so it all comes down to whoever's able to hit the ending a little bit cleaner. Oh my gosh.
It's coming down to ratio, and now this lead is just flickering back and forth. Maddy does have that accuracy advantage, but it's still back and forth. We don't have a concrete winner yet, but there's a 200.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness, and I think that might have just done it, unless something is traded back in Maddy's favor.
Wow.
But we don't see it.
Taking it. Wow, 48 and 78. Incredible ratios all around. Wow, that is.
Wow.
This is gonna be a match of all time for sure.
Yeah, a difference of 300s, which already by itself is a bit crazy, and also those 200s were quite the deal breaker. But even then, I think if Maddy were to V1 double S, I think it would have been just enough to take that pick on her side. But it is in fact her pick, and she's going to opt for speed 2, so gonna opt for Devourer of All here. And I mean, this is a pretty interesting pick. You did mention her really good capabilities of long note, and I thought maybe like LN2 would be a pick to go, but Nah, Speed 2 will be what's coming out here.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised to see a speed map, at least coming out of the gate. It could be that Maddy wants to maybe hold off in the long notes until the end, because maybe the hybrids are a little bit too awkward. We'll have to see. If she's picking speed map, that means she must be comfortable with it, so we will have to see if Asael is able to hold on. Asael's a pretty fast player though, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to lock in there.
Yeah, I mean, these two players, like we mentioned, absolutely, like, probably the closest we'll see when it comes to these matches. Of course, we'll really, I guess, not counting, of course, the 1C differentials of whatnot, but I mean, like, these two players, I feel, I mean, we saw how Rice won was like, it came down till the very end. And I feel with a map like this, it is quite longer, almost like double of beginning. So your consistency is really being tested here, especially on a speed pick. It's going to be a lot to test, to really be put to the test here. And I mean, hey, the benefit with this map is that your combo cap won't really matter, as it is a very long map. But also these two players are absolute gauntlets. It takes them a lot to miss.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see two FCs here. I'm not gonna call for it because I don't want to jinx it, but I really wouldn't be surprised. It's not too difficult of a chart, I think, for both of these players. So it might actually just come down to like a ratio battle again.
Yeah, potentially a ratio battle or just the battle of 200s. And I mean, there are some release factors of this map. You can see these really short LNs that, you know, maybe Maddy trying to get that Rainbow 300 on to release at the perfect timing here. While I wouldn't really be surprised either if both these players were just treating them like Rice. But then you also have to deal with these tight releases here, transitioning in and out of these fast speed sections, which maybe it was Maddy's intent to see if Asael could slip up here, but right now Asael's been on her tail throughout this entire map, only 0.07% behind.
Yeah, some of these streams might not seem like super fast, but they are very deceptive. Like, they kind of just jump on you, and those are fast. One of the most difficult parts of this chart, at least what I find, is some of these doublets, especially before and after these long streams, they're really easy to catch you off guard and get you on the wrong hand. You can end up calm locking out for an entire, like, 2 seconds. So, it really, coming to the bigger streams, though.
Yeah, note locking.
Hit it, yeah.
Yeah, note locking is your worst enemy when it comes to one key. And actually, Asael gonna pick up a bit of an accuracy drop here, and that will bring the lead for the first time in a 4-digit range in this map. Maddy with roughly 2,000 points in her favor, but then there's a slider break from Asael. I think that was more than one though, because now this leads 13,000.
Yeah, that was definitely not the cleanest of drops. There is still a little bit more left of the chart. Unfortunately, this is the section where Asael now has to get back to their combo and really just hope and pray on the downfall of Maddy, but Maddy does seem to be holding pretty strong, so we will have to see what happens there. But yeah, the lead creeping up even more. Yeah,
this is that was a fairly late section of the chart, but there is still a lot of time for Asael to climb up in the accuracy department. But there are a couple 200s being dropped here, especially with these snap changes that kind of slow down here. Maddy managing to nail it down to a T with the exception of a few 200s here, but nothing too much out of the stretch of the imagination. And I think that's what Maddy was going for with a pick like this, trying to see with the more timing related picks here, really catching up Asael here. And that's what she's currently banking off of right now here as we're nearing the ending of this map. Maddy, 99.82, not a V1SS run, but most definitely a 990. Asael also one hell of an effort as well. Just unfortunately not enough. And Maddy will tie things up at 1 here.
Good game to both players. I mean, yeah, these scores are so close. It was an unfortunate drop section. Actually, was a V1SS by Maddy.
Oh, wow. I thought a 200 was dropped on her side. Maybe I just read it wrong, but wow.
Yeah, great score.
And even then, even if both these players miraculously, like, the stars aligned and both players V1SS, it would have still went to Maddy off of sheer ratio, only by I think that's 60 300s, which that is close, especially on a speed map where there's
Yes.
1,400 notes. That is pretty close.
You got some doublets, you got flams, long streams, some awkward holds. Yeah, I mean, this would be a that was a great pick by Maddy, especially getting one of the speed picks out of the way kind of early. Maddy's very consistent. If one thing at all, like if she can FC something, she will.
Yeah, and
Asael.
Oh. Interesting for Asael to go for a hybrid pick, but I mean, both these picks so far have been really close, but it's just Asael's consistency seems to let them down at the back half here, and that's what's really been setting these matches in stone here. But I mean, who knows how this hybrid pick could go. And yeah, Asael kind of throwing in the towel here on when it comes to the picks here.
Yeah, I definitely still am surprised to not see like a kind of straight up just rice blitz. It still always is an option, and it could be, you know, it could just be a little bit of capping, just throw Maddy off her game maybe. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah, I thought maybe Maddy would go into these hybrids if she were to exhaust the LNs pretty early on, but it looks like Asael gonna enter into the enemy territory here and see how they can pull off against, especially a pretty release-based hybrid here, especially just based off this opening. And I mean, of course, releasing isn't the hardest thing in the world. It's just you're against one of the LN greats we have in the one key scene. And
I actually don't think I know many players better, honestly.
Well, one of. I said one of.
I mean, Maddy
One of the
also,
greats.
yeah, Maddy definitely known for her LN release. I think we have great team, but
Yeah, of course, we have some players. I'm not gonna name any names here, but that definitely put up a competition as well. But just Maddy, notorious for her release abilities here, and I mean, really showing here with these gallops here that transition into these releases. Really tricky to coordinate, and it's actually starting to backfire on Asael here. A couple 200s picked up here, nothing too much out of the stretch of the imagination, but that will give a bit of leverage into Maddy, who is still holding a 99.9.
actually just a ridiculous accuracy so far. And we are halfway into the chart. It would be really impressive to see Maddy being able to hold this. Asael would need to kind of hope for a miracle here. Just lock in and obliterate this ending. But we'll have to see. Lead's not too far ahead, really it's not.
Yeah, that is about a difference of possibly even just a slider break, maybe a 50. I know a miss is roughly 5,000, but these faster bursts coming in, no one really getting picked up on those sections at all. Asael picking up a few more rough 200s here and there. A 99.64 for them, and here comes a heavy release section, and well, I guess timing as well, but Maddy really just pretty much treating it like nothing. Well, Asael as well, but you can see the abundance of 300s in contrast to what Maddy is currently doing here.
But he definitely flaunting out her ability to act and even ratio some of these more awkward long notes. Asael still holding in there, holding it together. Unfortunately not gonna be enough, even with an FC on the board. By still a decent amount. 114. That's half the ratio. It's a really good ratio.
Yeah, insane ratios from both sides, and a V1SS coming out of Maddy here, 995.7, and even then, only 3 200s from Asael. That is some insane scores. A 988k, and still losing the point is very frightening. And with that, Maddy will be taking the first break point of this match and going to exhaust the speed picks early on here. Just, yeah, I mean, you only live once, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, if she's confident, absolutely. Especially with her showing on a Devour of All Speed 2 pick. I think it's a good option at this point.
Yeah, she really showed up on Speed 2, so why not just continue the trend and exhaust out these speed picks pretty early. And also she would have, I believe, another pick left as well, so she could definitely go for those LNs as well if really needed. But here we go, underway with Speed 1. Asael looking to tie things up and make it a best of 5, while Maddy looking to capitalize off of her breakpoint and make things a 3-1 differential. And I mean, here we go. Kind of almost the same deal as what we had with Speed 2, but just a little bit different. I don't think it's as... or more? I think it's more LN heavy than Speed 2, but not by much.
I'm definitely not counting Asael out yet either. I mean, Asael definitely has the speed to be able to play these charts. It's just being able to lock in, hit these notes, and just kind of hope that Maddy maybe struggles a little bit.
Yeah, that could definitely... I mean, these players basically are so neck and neck. It basically can go either way on some of these picks. And even factoring out, like, every other judgment outside of, like, 300s, they're close. So, yeah, never ever count out Asael. A couple 200s to open up the map, but then again, nothing too much. We have 3 minutes to work with here. Although, I mean, Maddy has been extremely consistent, and it takes a lot for someone like her to find 200, but it's most definitely not impossible by any stretch of the imagination, and that's only less than 5,000 points of difference even. But it's just these LNs incorporated with these bursts that are really picking up, or that are really getting Asael here, especially on that accuracy department.
Yeah, still managed to hold at least 99.2. Seemingly struggle a little bit on the long note sections, but now that it's into these more straightforward... Oh, and Matt's gonna find a miss! That's gonna be a really, really rough miss. That, we might slingshot over to Asael here.
Yeah, this is what Asael has been looking for, is a break here on the side of Maddy, and now that's gonna swing things to a 3-digit lead range, and that might actually flicker over to Asael. And slowly but surely, yes it is! This is exactly what Asael needs, but they're going to need a bit of insurance. They're going to have to really up that accuracy a little bit, or Maddy finding a bit more judgments. Asael is at the 400 plus combo cap, while Maddy is still finding her way there. She's nearing the 400 combo cap, so once that reaches, once she reaches that, the lead will kind of remain stable. But right now, Asael has a lead here for the first time in this match. Well, no, second time. Whoops, I forgot that they have a point on the board.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much left of the chart. Asael just needs to be able to hold on, not drop too many 200s, and it'll be freestyling. We might even see a tiebreaker at this point. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm hoping for it. Maddy, she's not combo capped, so we'll have to see how this ending fares for her. Anything can happen,
Yeah.
even without a miss.
Yeah, I mean, even with hitting up to that 400 combo cap, that lead will remain around that 2.5k range. But as we head into these more very tricky, where you're hitting gallops and then you're transitioning into some more like quad bursts, I think even a bit tricky to nail. But heading into the outro of the map, as long as Asael can keep that consistency, hopefully nerves not getting to them here, but as long as they can just cash out these final 300s, all should be well. And Asael's gonna do it. Is gonna take a breakpoint off of Maddy and make things 2-2.
The score differential is insane, but you know what? We take those. Whatever works, it works. Being able to beat out a grand finalist in the last year's 1Q World Cup is in speed is so impressive. It really is.
Absolutely. Like, this is an absolute cinematic performance here from Asael and Maddy as well. Both players, like Maddy with a no miss is crazy on a slider break.
I consider that an FC in my books. That's why, you know what, we don't play standard here.
Yeah.
Well, some of us do.
I think the vast majority is Tycho, but there are some standard players that did convert to one key.
Honestly, if I'm Asael, really just kind of go in on the rice. It's in my I think that's probably the biggest way that you're able to get your picks off. But we might see the second hybrid. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah, potentially Hybrid 2. I think Rice 2 would be a better pick, and yep, there.
Oh, and there he goes.
Right, kind of just predicted like the back of my hand. Rice 2 will be the pick here. The more swing, more like swingy-ish Rice, which I can definitely see why Asael went for this pick. Maybe seeing if they can catch, like, throw Maddy off with this like swingy type mapping, which is usually just doublets.
Maddy definitely is no stranger to those, but Asael's ratio, as we saw in the beginning, is really, really clean when it comes to some Rice patterns. So we'll see if this is one of those also.
Yeah, I feel with a map like this, I think Asael's trying to bank off that ratio game, which can definitely work. This map, very simple. It's just they need to put in that work and the effort. And honestly, it could definitely be possible in... Oh my goodness, this is going to be... I feel like this will be our closest pick yet.
I hope so.
Like this will be a difference of like either 2-digit or 3-digit like difference.
I mean,
here we go.
Maddy, again, relatively comfortable with these kind of patterns. Just has to hold in there, not drop anything, and, I mean, play her best.
Yeah, this
I mean,
is a
these
very
scores are ready.
Yeah, these players are already dialed in and set to go. It's just, this is going to be pure ratio game because it's very just textbook doublets and some of these little like stream raining down here, I guess you could say. These kind of like rolly type patterns that are very easy to hit for these players. It's just who can hit it more precisely, and right now that answer is Asael, but this is another very long map. Unlike Rice 1, lots of things can change here, and right now Asael at the 99.9 range. Maddy's slowly creeping up here, and it's still relatively anyone's game, and I think it's going to be like that for the vast majority of the map.
Absolutely. I mean, both players holding a V1SS. Asael managing to still creep up their accuracy at 99.92 now, which is... it's impressive.
Yeah, the fact that they were gaining on that section is a bit frightening, but hey, Maddy's still behind by roughly 700th of a percentage. That's nothing impossible, especially we have seen a lot of more insane things happen in previous matches, so this should be the least of the concerns, especially how we are in the back half as well. But it's just Asael, absolute, just nothing but walls of 320s. And Maddy as well, putting in an insane effort as well here. That's only a difference of less than 2,000 points, just off of ratio alone.
Oh. Maddy's gonna unfortunately find a 200 though, which is a really unfortunate timing. I mean, at this point, she has probably since a bank on Asael. Maybe getting a little bit nervous.
I mean, I think all that Asael really needs is a few 200s, and it is a whole new game. And it's definitely possible. These swings are not hard to find 200s on. If you miss time one or you're not prepared for the next set, it can definitely throw off a player. It's definitely thrown me off in the past, and I mean, as long as Asael just stays dialed in, this point is theirs, but it's not done until this playfield disappears and the scores are submitted. You can't take your foot off the gas, and also these like little bursts here and there that kind of throw you off guard could be a factor, but Asael putting in the work, and if it stays like this, Asael will be taking the lead here, but there is still a map left to go, but it's 3,000 points.
And that's gonna be it. That's all she wrote. With Asael being able to pull out just ahead of Maddy, causing a little bit of an upset. We might see a tiebreaker. I'm not gonna say it, but we might. Maddy still with an incredibly impressive score, very, very close to a B1SS. And Asael, again, just showing their might with their ratio battle for the Rice maps.
I just saw the 300 count. That is an insane effort from Asael. Wow. Hold on, that's almost a near 997 as well. I think just 300 away, and Asael would have got a 997 here, but going back to the hybrids here, we are going to see Hybrid 2, this time picked by Maddy, actually.
I'm not too sure. Maybe Maddy isn't quite comfortable, or is more comfortable in hybrids than she is on the long note charts. We all do know that long note charts do tend to be sometimes hit or miss when it comes to playability for certain players. Regina.
Yeah.
And at this point, yeah, it might just be a ping pong game. So Maddy's probably just has to hope for being able to play a little bit cleaner, a little bit better, and try her best. Another long chart though.
Yeah, and I believe also this Maddy will have one pick left after this, so I think therefore that will probably lead to an LN from her. I think either that or a Rice, but that would probably be taken by Asael. But anywho, we can't be pre-firing too far now. But
yeah, it's
all players
went too close to the sun.
Yeah. But anyway, these players are set and ready to go, and I feel as well this will be another fairly close match as well. As we've seen in Hybrid 1, it was quite close, I will say that.
Oh, I hope so. I love matches like these.
I think it just came down to 200s and then the ratio component as well on that map. I think Maddy pulled off the V1SS while Asael picked up just a few 200s on that map, and that's what was the deal maker here. But here we go, underway with Hybrid 2.
Lots of swing in this pool. Love it. So jazzy.
Yeah, but instead of Jay making the swing, it's actually Sparks, who also kind of alongside pretty much the entirety of the mapping crew does not really need any introduction. They have been around for a while as well.
We love Sparks. We love Sparks.
Yeah.
Gotta love him.
Shout out Sparks.
Big shout out. Big ups. I mean, this is still neck and neck. We're still relatively early into the chart, but I mean, this is boding very, very well for both players. Being able to be relatively consistent on this kind of map. Not the easiest of maps to be consistent on. This is probably one of the hardest, or least consistent maps, at least for me, in this map pool.
Yeah, there was just so much at hand here. There's these swing hybrids where it's LN and Rice, like swing, duck whip, and then it's full LN, and then just pure Rice. There's so much to coordinate and really pay attention to, and that's what's gotten that's what's caught up with Asael just a tad bit here. They did drop a bit of accuracy, but that is nothing too much of accuracy drop. That is still within striking distance, but that is going to be a ginormous miss from Asael. That was a 0.2% drop, and now they're down to 98.3. Maddy now has 14,000 points in her range.
That was not where you wanted to miss. A lot of places you could have. Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult to recover from.
Yeah,
nearly 20.
It is going to take 1,000,001, like the force of 1,000,001 suns to really see anything from Maddy here. But I mean, 17,000 points and Asael nearing that 400 combo cap, that will slow down the lead. But the question is there really enough time for stuff to really change?
I mean, barring a meteor, maybe not. I mean, anything's possible. Anything is possible here.
Yes, definitely. There is no such thing as stuff being impossible in the grand scheme of things, especially with this match. Nothing is impossible here.
Nothing is impossible. This is never. Truer words have never been said.
I'm just very truthful, but with this, the final 100k of this map raining down here, Maddy absolutely going to take what was given to her and running away with it, even with a miss here.
Much. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but very unfortunate for Asael, I suppose.
Yeah, her accuracy is a lot better than what Asael got with that break. And also very later into the map as well, which will ease a bit of damage here. And it's now, it's a whole new game now. It is a best of 3. And it is Asael's turn up to bat now to see what they want to go for. And they're going to exhaust the rice pool. And I mean, what else would you go for?
That is probably the only pick for Asael at this point.
Yeah, go for.
I was a little worried he was going to start going into the long notes. But...
Yeah, but not going to head there just yet. That would actually be for Maddy to choose on the last pick of the match. Which one will be yet to be decided, but yeah, that will the LN still miraculously remaining on the board. It will be the last map to be played, which is a bit I don't know, it's a bit interesting to see. With all this talk about how Maddy's so good at releasing, but yet there's still the 2 LNs on the board.
Maybe she's challenging herself.
Maybe. That could be a possibility. But here we go. Probably the most... Oh yeah?
This is a hard map.
Yeah, I would argue probably... I don't know if it's harder than beginning, but definitely up there with a very tricky map to handle.
Yeah, beginning's easiness only comes from its length. It's like you can like kind of memorize where the flams are. But Sonic Wall just kind of doesn't end. It's what it feels like, at least. It feels like it doesn't end.
Exactly, and I feel with this though, even I mean these players have probably played maps that are a lot longer in their history of even just JOKE or even 1-Key World Cup, where I don't know if they participated in Sparks' 2-Key event, but maybe something like that, just where maps are way longer in length, or just even in their own free time, things can definitely. So I feel like this is like the least of their concern, but it's just they need to put like this is probably the most important point for either of these players. And right now, Asael,
this is insanity.
Asael, what are we doing? You're nearing the 400 combo cap with a 99.97. That is almost great T levels.
Yeah, I mean this is ridiculous, and it is such a tricky and awkward chart in some places where you have some doublets and then kind of get the offhand and really weird, but being able to hit it nearly flawlessly. Maddy's still playing very impressively. Unfortunately, the ratio battle is just very, very much in Asael's favor here.
Yeah, it's going to be just pure ratio battle, and although Asael is starting to fall a bit in that accuracy department, it's still in a 99.9 range, so that's basically nothing, but there is still plenty of map left. This is our longest, like, regular map in the pool. So lots can happen, and Maddy now less than a tenth of a percentage of difference from Asael here. And oh man. It's like getting to a point where like, it's like, I'm getting to a point where I'm just running out of things to say.
Just a reminder, this is OD 8.5. This is for 1-Key. 1-Key typically caps out about like 7. That's when like, you know, that's usually the extremities outside of like some of the J's maps. But I mean, 8.5 and being able to hack it like this well, simply incredible for both players.
Yeah, but fortunately, Maddy rushing a bit of that snap change there when it went to the 1/3. And unfortunately picking up a 200 there, but of course, still plenty of map left to go. We still have this last quarter of map left, but it's just Asael absolutely not giving up anything. But we have seen that Asael's consistency can wear off, especially in this range of map. So as long as Asael can keep their consistency game up and not afford anything, like even just a blast to 200s could make this a whole different game. And Maddy not even that far behind, even despite a 200.
The score is only a 3,500 lead. This is nothing.
Exactly. Still plenty of, like, even just the smallest of mistakes could mean everything in this map. And final section of the map here to go. Asael still absolutely just doing Asael stuff. Maddy trying their hardest to stay in a striking distance, which they are. It's just Asael is refusing to give up anything, any leverage. The final notes rain down.
Either
Nothing.
Asael is gonna win, or we're going to see a tiebreaker. So those are the two options. Wow.
And Asael sending things to a match point situation on a score like that, and even like even that. Look at Maddy's score, 994. Both players FCing.
994 losing is insane at round of 16.
Yeah, 994 and losing is like what are we doing? That is insane.
This is the second round. Like, these scores should not be ever losing, but wow. I mean, yeah, what a showing of just raw consistency for both players. And no matter who they go up against in losers, it's good luck.
Yeah, you also put it there well. This is only round of 16. We still have what? Quarters, semis, finals. We still have 4 more rounds left to go. And this is only round of 16? Oh boy, but Maddy going for the last pick of the match here, and also going to throw in a timeout here. And I think, honestly, if you're gonna put your timeout somewhere, it's gonna be here. Flake's party is
mentioned in the chat though. I mean,
yeah. And I mean, this map is probably the textbook release. This is so release heavy and timing heavy that it only made sense that Maddy would save this map as the last pick of this match.
I'd imagine if she was waiting this long to pick it, that she might not be super comfortable with it, especially taking a timeout. Most likely to practice the map, which is totally fair and able to be done. But I mean, Asael explicitly mentioning in the chat that not even bothering to practice this one. So I mean, we'll see. Maybe the sight read or the play number 2 goes hard. We'll see.
Yeah, or maybe Maddy is just taking this time to grab some water, calm down those nerves. Just do a couple walks around the room, just kind of deep breaths to just calm herself down and get ready for either a winner being determined or another map, which is the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, we never mind. She is currently in the match. Forgot you can see that.
Yeah, she's still in the lobby, so she's not practicing. Probably just AFK, just kind of maybe calming things down for just to get ready for not only this, but a potential tiebreaker as well. Not gonna say guarantee, but just, it's a possibility.
It's a chance.
But now the timeout timer is in effect here for Maddy. As the previous 2-minute timer was just for getting the picks in and players readying up, so just gonna wait and see here. And honestly, I mean, this is going to be a bit crazy because Asael said apparently they didn't practice this map. Which is not ideal.
Never know.
Not a very ideal mindset when going into this map.
I mean, to be fair, going against somebody like Maddy, and you have to kind of portion off your time and what to practice, I'm not super surprised that they decided to practice the more of the Rice and Speed maps. Or I guess hybrid, technically.
Yeah, that too, but timer will be ending shortly. Maddy yet to report back to the lobby, so
it's crazy to imagine that these two players are 6 and 11 in terms of seeding. Like this is a pretty distant seeding, and to have scores these close is not a statement on Maddy's, but more so a statement on both players' ability to play these level of charts, and it's honestly impressive. Oh, and we're getting into it. All right,
here we go. Underway with Flake's Party, the last pick of this match, at least for the players. And oh man, if the nerves haven't already been through these players already throughout this entire match, think of the nerves, or just imagine them right now.
Good. Gave me chills. Stop that.
It's gonna be absolutely
My palms are getting
insane. And
Asael,
right now, whoa, Asael picking up a bit of 200s here, but so did Maddy, so no harm, no foul here. It's just Asael found a harsher accuracy drop.
Ooh, and that slowdown section, yeah, unlucky, unfortunately. That's a really big miss, too.
Yeah, that was the biggest of my concerns, were these transitions, which really got Asael there, but 18,000 points in favor of Maddy. This is what she specializes in best, are these like timing / release based LN, and right now she is absolutely dominating this chart right now. 99.6 headed into the back half, almost a full percentage ahead of Asael right now, but Asael is making a hefty recovery.
Yeah, actually pretty good. Maddy is imbued with the power of the cornflakes.
Exactly. Probably made a bowl of cornflakes and ate it and then came back to play, just so she can get that cornflake boost.
Good strats.
Yeah. Definitely.
Nearly 30k. Wow.
Yeah, like that is insane.
And missing in on the 6. This is nearly unrecoverable at this point.
Yeah, that'll only benefit Maddy as we are headed into the final 8th of this map. And it's just going to be the same. We have seen these doublets, these gallops, all in LN. And ladies and gentlemen, we are, for the first time, I believe for the first time in round of 16, we are going to a tiebreaker.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This might be the first time in like the past few like 2 or 3 tournaments for one key that like teams legitimately went to a tiebreaker. I might be wrong, but I mean it's very rare to see tiebreakers. I don't remember seeing one in One Key World Cup 2.
Yeah, I do recall not really seeing much, but here we go. It feels like it feels like I'm in grand finals.
Oh my god.
The year-long drought is over. We are finally seeing a tiebreaker.
We are now witnessing history. I wonder if I'm hoping both of these players practice the tiebreaker.
Surely these players have practiced the tiebreaker, and I mean, oh man, I feel like these players will exhaust that readying up timer just to really get their nerves in, get things ready, because there's no going back after these players ready up and that MP start is in place. You wanna know what's like the scariest factor of them all?
What is that?
One of these players are gonna be sent down to the losers bracket.
Oh my god. Good luck. Legitimately good luck. This is scary. This is going to be insane. This is going to be a match of the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, history books. About 4 or 5 years down the line, when like JOKE4 is happening. You know what? You might be right there. I mean, even for a tiebreaker though, it's surprisingly not super long, so they will have to be careful on not dropping too many times. I'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Oh, we just said the same thing. Alrighty. Yeah, you can only like just imagining the nerves like getting past. Like you can just imagine, especially if you're Maddy. Imagine the nerves getting through LN2 and forcing a tiebreaker to be here. And just imagine the nerves on Asael managing to almost force a tiebreaker against like Maddy as well. Like these two players have been absolutely having each other by the neck this entire match. But Maddy gonna be the first to drop here, right at the 400 combo cap as well. But that's a miss of difference, and Asael can definitely find some trading. But I mean, it's still fairly early on, so it's nothing too much to worry about.
Yeah, Maddy finding it's a little bit of a. There's a couple goods and then a miss. Probably calm locked out just a little tiny bit. Decent lead over for Asael. Asael seeming to struggle a little bit on the earlier patterns, but being able to seemingly find their flow, which is great to see. I mean, just have to keep it together.
Yeah, really keep that composure.
According to Asael in the chat, he wasn't even able to 98 this, so we'll have to see how this ending goes. But, I mean, as for now, both players are holding phenomenally well.
Yeah, Maddy back up to that 400 combo cap. That will slow down this lead from extending into Asael's favor here. And a little bit of a break, get these players to catch their breath and just, I guess I wouldn't say relax, but to just prep themselves for what's next, because we are nearing the halfway mark of this map and heading into the back half now. Maddy is rapidly climbing up that accuracy. That will shrink this lead by quite a bit.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody so cleanly go from like a mid 98 to a 99.5 nearly.
Yeah, Maddy
and still
is
10,000 points away. How? It's crazy.
Oh, she picked up a few 200s there, but here comes a very tricky LN slash hybrid section here. Lots of coordination, lots of these transitioning. Both these players. Oh, Asael finding a break. That won't do much. That will probably shrink things down to 3,000 points, but there's another one from Asael in the form of a 100 in the accuracy drop range. That will swing things over to Maddy, but just by the bare minimum.
Oh my god, this is anybody's game.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna do this to us in tiebreak?
No.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh my god.
And
I mean, somehow they're hitting these so cleanly. These bursts and doublets and triples. Oh my god, miss! That's gonna be a devastating miss.
That was insanely devastating. That dropped them down almost to a 98, almost a 1-to-1 replica of what happened to Maddy earlier on in the map. But now at a much crucial point of this map, and there's another one just to add insult to injury. And now 17,000 points separates Maddy from Asael here. And as this map nearing its conclusion, I don't think there's gonna be enough time left for things to be in favor of Asael, as Maddy can ride home safely with this victory. Wow.
I mean, the fact that Maddy was able to so consistently hit that entire last 2/3 of the map, those patterns are really tricky, especially when you're playing 3.5 minutes into it, and you get these triples, and you get the doublets, the flams, awkward long notes. I mean, great job for both players. Both players holding the 99. I mean, these are just incredible scores.
Yeah.
Round of 16 again, by the way. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, this is only round of 16. Only I don't know who would know what quarterfinals is gonna look like, or even semis down the line. I feel like I'm gonna have to take a week's worth of vacation here to recover from some of these close matches. But congratulations, Maddy, taking that match in a cinematic fashion. And will be versing Peaceful next weekend in the winners quarterfinals. And for Asael, they will drop down to that losers bracket to verse Happer Gamer next weekend. So it's going to be a Mexico versus Mexico matchup happening next weekend. And we've actually seen a few of those where it's country versus country in this current bracket. So stick around for those.
Loki, I'm kind of really excited to see some of these next week's matches, especially Maddy versus Peaceful. I think that's I'm really interested in seeing how that's gonna go down. I guess we'll have to wait for next week though. Take a nice week-long break.
But all that is left is that sweet map pool showcase, which do not know if we have a scheduled time for that. Just we'll keep you all posted in the announcements on when the showcase is happening. But for now, we will be going off air or maybe taking a break to prep for the showcase. I have no idea what schedules are happening. I'm just a commentator, but yeah, that'll be it for us here for now. Any closing remarks, Aki?
I mean, congratulations to both players for just a job well done. There's clearly been a lot of practice, a lot of time and effort put forth to improving their goals and improving their play of One Key. And for that, you guys both did a fantastic job. And I wish both of you good luck for the next chapters of this tournament. That's all I got.
Yeah, just once again, congratulations to both players, and fear Asael to anyone in that loser's bracket. It is going to be insane, but for now, I've been Sunny, commentating along with Aki. We will see you all later.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Your car is wrecked. I'm gonna go play Honkai Star Rail.
Oh no. Alrighty, hello, ladies, gentlemen. Welcome to the JOKE4, the Great Escape Showcase for the quarterfinals. If you guys are currently playing in JOKE4, which I'd imagine most of you are, congratulations for being able to get it this far. I am your commentator. My name is Aki, and I am co-commentating with the absolutely lovely Iron.
Hello. That last match was really something, wasn't it? But yeah.
Finally, we got a tiebreaker. You don't know, I was like, when I saw
played
the
every
two
map.
players-
We did it.
When I saw the two players, I was like, oh wait, we could actually see a tiebreaker, and we finally did. I'm like, yes, finally, dude.
Did it. Yes.
But
Well,
let's start off the showcase with a banger. Here we're gonna have Rice 1, and it's going to be DVP.
So
You have any thoughts on this map? You made the replay.
I did. So it starts off with a pretty fast section with some more doublets because, of course. Yeah.
Because why not? More doublets, more power.
Quite a bit. It's quite a bit more than beginning. It's like if beginning was. Oh yeah, it's the Rice one, of course. This is it. It's DVP. We all know this song, don't we? Like,
I do. Yeah, like most cases, in most tournaments, and especially in cases of One Key, in quarterfinals things will start to pick up a lot. But especially with this pool, it is noticeably more difficult than the last pool. So if you guys are more acquainted with speedier, faster, more eccentric mapping, then this is the pool for you. Not too long of a song though, and realistically, this is probably one of the easier parts in my opinion, especially if you're more acquainted with the Rice. But it'll definitely be a good pick if you might not be able to play some of the more dense things that we have in this pool.
getting back into the harder sections. Yeah, it's it's the stream with the things in it, of course.
We love sextuplets.
Yes.
The more sextuplets, the better. Hey,
Yeah,
at least
this
they're not
pool,
naked.
this pool is a lot. Well, the charts are a bit shorter than the last pool. Those were all like 3 minutes plus. Lol.
Not the tiebreaker. Well, yeah, 4 minutes. This tiebreaker should be a little bit longer for you guys, but now we're coming into the end of the chart, and everything's relatively straightforward. Especially, well, it is the Rice 1 map, so
The slowdown.
I can only imagine how many 200s.
Oh
are gonna be out
lol.
there.
That slowdown will get you. You need to pay attention, my friends.
Oh, and now we get Rice 2. I will protect you. Definitely one of the faster burstier charts. You're gonna see quite a few 8s, which are going to be at just about 300 BPM bursts. So definitely a step up from the last rounds.
This is the numbers one from back in round of 32, but it's harder.
There's also kind of a tricky OD, being at OD8, so we'll see. It's not that difficult. It's not that tricky, at least. Again, all the difficulty comes from just the burst and the speed, and maybe some of the weird slowdown sections here, but.
But yeah, these are like almost 300 BPM bursts. Here we have a break. Shocking. You can see your opponent's score.
Isn't that just lovely? Isn't that something that everybody wants to see at the halfway point? Not even halfway, at the third point. The ghost tapping goes crazy though. Oh, no, they stopped. Why'd you stop? Oh, there you go. Okay, calm
Yes.
down.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like a little bit of Like, oh my gosh. Of course I'm not gonna remember the song now. That on the spot. The retina of my eye song. Cut in the red of my eye. I don't know, it just gives me the vibes.
Oh yeah, the then like breakcore-ish. Yeah, mapped to the drums.
Yeah, relatively easy, all things considered. If you're able to hit these bursts, if not, well, it might be good to start practicing. Thankfully,
I guess this was also mapped by me, so this is my introduction. Hello.
common iron moment. Might be the easiest thing I've ever seen iron map, actually.
Yep. Into the ending, we have these sixths into the fourths into the 1/8. The repeating pattern might
Definitely
trip you
good.
up a bit. Yeah.
It would be good not to mess up. Oop, that flam. I am going to put a bet on it. Somebody's gonna miss in that flam.
I don't believe so. I believe that they will all figure it out.
Everybody FCs.
Yes, I
We're
love
gonna
this
go
map.
jump
This
into
is
Rise 3.
This is one of my favorite maps. It's so good. Wormhole by Annabelle.
We love swing. We love jazz in this household.
This is your, I'd say tech. It's rhythm.
Yeah, there's gotta be something like specific. Is there like a taiko term for it? Like rhythm tech or? It's gotta be something. We gotta make it happen. Yeah, there's definitely really weird, jazzy, swingy patterns at varying different snaps. So kind of difficult to get comfortable with it, especially with how long of a chart it is. So it will be something that will have to for sure be practiced by players. I do love this little that kind of like a little the gallop pattern, like the delayed gallop. Oh god, they're so fun.
Into the BPM change. More of the 1/8 sprinkled in.
Love to see it. I feel like if it was faster, it would almost be easier, but it's just to that perfect BPM range where you kind of have to like really be patient at times with some of these patterns. So.
Yeah.
Those bursts.
Oh, it's
about
just
those.
1-3. Whatever, bro. Yeah.
Actually. Why are you acting like you know the map? You didn't, you know. What do you know about this map? Sparks.
Yeah, these snaps are really quite complex.
You just make it seem so, like, simple, I guess. Just watching the replay. It's so easy just to, like, misread and call mock out, though. So,
It is.
definitely very unfun combo breaks.
This is like almost 4 minutes, so you do have to like be really consistent.
At the very least, it's not super fast. So there is some silver lining, at least for the players that are more technical, maybe.
This part,
I mean, it's so
my
hard.
God. Snap elbow.
It's so much harder than it looks.
Welcome. I don't know. Snap to I forgot the name of the instrument. What am I doing? What?
Oh,
Ignore
no.
this. This was not. This is But yeah, you do have to like be really careful.
Did you put it in the wrong
Because-
side?
No, that's
Oh no!
not
Oh no! That's so sad.
But yeah, you do have to be careful with that ending, because oh my, those rhythms.
No time to just like
Yeah.
relax and be like, okay, we're done with the map. You know, just easy
Mm.
ride. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be one of
Now,
the harder maps for people to pick though.
we've been seeing a lot of complaints about Ellen, so here we have another Rice.
Definitely one of the easier picks of this pool.
Maybe easy. Its pain is of the Tempest. Hot 2. Hot version.
If you can stamina stream 200 BPM, this should be one of the consistency picks for Marlena's players.
Yeah, this is 4.5 stars in quarterfinals. But yeah, it's quite simple patterns. You have the doublets.
Doublets are probably some of the easiest parts of this map, actually, for me. Even though I'm not very confident with doublets a lot of the time, for some reason they flow so well off the fingers. But the difficulty, I think, with most of this chart is just the OD. OD 8.5.
Yeah, it is OD 8.5, and yeah. So you see, here it is. Welcome back, the stream pick.
For anybody new to the one key, welcome to long streams. We really fancy with it in roll it actually.
Yeah, it's 200. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Very short, very short
Yeah,
part though. So
it's really short. I think this might be the shortest like map in general.
Yeah, actually, grand finals, little leaking here is gonna have that on double time. So
Yes. Okay.
this map is hard. This
is
this
LN.
might be one of the hardest charts that I played in the pool. I'm not very good at long nut though, so maybe I'm just capping.
Oh yeah.
This is
Hello.
Seal the Deal, but on a substance.
Doublet hell more.
It's just, everything about this chart is hard. That's what it feels like to me. Like from the releases to the sometimes triples, sometimes doublets. At least it's not too long. And once you get into the rhythm of things, it's not too bad. But I wouldn't say it's the hardest chart, but definitely up there, I think. Spoiler alert!
That was a 1/5 stream? I'm not sure. Yeah. I think
it deserves quarter.
yeah. But yeah, this map, it's if you get down the doublets, you should be fine.
A lot of offhand ending streams, so yeah, just gotta practice it.
And I'm not a troll.
This is Mini Twinkle. You're right. If you can play Twinkle, you can play this.
Got a laggy for me all of a sudden. Yeah, not a super lot to be had in the chart outside of the few phrases, but very tricky, very confusing. Definitely has to be a must practice if you guys are not very comfortable with long notes, or maybe it's the play to just completely ignore it and just count it as a loss and just practice the other maps. Who knows? But
Sure.
that was your long note one. And yeah, your hybrid.
We don't
one
have
map.
another long note map. That's the only long note map.
We decided that nobody likes long notes, so we're gonna get rid of them all. Like
Yep.
SV.
Here's your hybrid Violet Fragmenter.
I'm not super familiar with the chart. I think I played it twice.
Well, okay. It's basically focused around these like 1/6 bursts.
Oh, what a vibe.
I like it. This is like... Oh, I forgot the name of the chart. Arcade Busters.
Oh, wow. Actually, yeah, it is a lot like that.
But with LNs and it's hybrid and it's not rice. But yeah, it's got those.
In a little bit, it's a little tiny bit slower. Ooh,
The doublets, there it is.
slams are definitely something. Definitely something to get tripped up on.
That one.
Hard.
That part's pretty hard. But, you know. Welcome to quarterfinals.
You think these are hard? Yeah, these next pools might be the hardest maps you've ever played in a tournament for 1K. No, not Navy. They will be. That's coming
true.
from me. So.
Welcome to the scaling required. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the 4th streams into the 1/6. I do like playing them and I put them in a lot of my charts.
Me too. It's very comfortable. Very very chill. But still gets you a little bit more active to actually play some of these faster things. Good old J map. You love to see it. Oop, double digit perfects. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Just built differently.
Alright.
Here we have
This one
Hell.
is pretty hard. It's, well, yeah.
this one's just it's just like fundamentally difficult. I mean, probably in my opinion the hardest map in this pool, but I'm also not a long note player. So maybe the speed maps are harder for some people, but
It's once again flam, doublet, you know the drill.
these flams are just evil, I think. Sometimes you're starting on your left hand, sometimes you're starting on your right hand, and it completely swaps up every single time. Okay, maybe it gets easier now. Nope.
Yeah, we do have these, I'd say, easier sections without any flams. Yeah.
Great song
Back
choice,
into
as
the-
per usual though.
Back into the flams.
Not even halfway into the map yet though.
That is true. This one is almost 3 minutes.
A long note map, or not a long note map, hybrid map over 4 starts.
Welcome. Yeah, we are breaking the 4-star barrier now.
I mean, I guess if you're like really into tech, if you're like super consistent with tech, maybe this is a great choice to pick. I do know a handful of players off the top of my head that might be very enjoying this kind of chart.
Yeah, this is definitely for the higher skill level, higher density players.
This might just be like a flexing on for the higher seed. Of course, it doesn't end. It goes right back to the hard part. Achoo!
What?
Sorry.
What was that? Must have been the wind.
My bad. I ugh. It's the winter. It's the winter's coming. So I'm getting all congested. My bad.
No, we got spring, so you know.
Yeah, it's like springtime or something around there, right? I think. I don't remember I don't remember the season so well. And here we're gonna have some Kindle.
It's speed. Oh, come in.
I don't really know this map too well, so.
Oh yeah.
I think it's actually the first map that it's the first map of mine in the pool. For sure.
I think it is. So welcome.
Embrace the flame.
Here it is.
Real Aki moments. Yeah, a lot of the difficulty I feel like in this chart is going to come from the consistent back and forth between the quarter notes or fourths notes and the triplets, because it does kind of get kind of like a whiplash sometimes, especially with how often it happens.
Into some. I like those like stop and start burst. Yeah.
You get some kind of some weird, awkward rhythms. You have to get down a little bit. Probably take one or two times with the chart and just get them. Yeah, it looks
The
like
long one.
Oh, real long hours. This part's not that difficult. It just to be really, really careful about not over-tabbing some of the streams, especially with all being triplets. It's kind of hard to pay attention to. And now the woman gives the seals a hug.
Yes.
Definitely picks up in terms of difficulty just a little bit here.
There's
They're 240 BPM at the end of the day, so it is on the faster side of
I forgot what were the BPMs of the last speed maps? They were like.
Oh my gosh! Open up my head.
230 makes sense, yeah.
Definitely not a time to relax either. There is a bit more hard sections here.
There's also 240, so yeah.
Give me strength.
And there you have it. There's in Kindle.
Don't
4.3 stars.
Don't mess up the final burst. Yeah.
Oh, and another another one of my charts.
Another.
So here we have Swamp Gator. This was supposed to be an SV map. So all of this map is entirely made with full SV, which I'll probably upload on another package. But it has been rebranded slightly to fit in for another speed map. Definitely the longer side.
Yeah, this is 250 BPM now.
Actually, yeah. I didn't think about that.
It's also 4 minutes. We love our long speed hits.
That being said, the map is rather straightforward. You're not going to see too many trick parts. There are a couple sections that might have a little bit of weird snappings, but if you feel like comfortable with this kind of BPM, I mean, this is a very, very like not a walk in the park chart, but comfortable, if you were. right there. The quick swap over to the triplets is kind of like a little jarring sometimes. The squeaky toy never gets old. Some of these sections are a bit more breaks, I'd say. Not like full breaks, but a bit more calm.
What was that?
I don't know. What? Did you see something? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Now you have the kind of final break here.
Yeah, halfway through.
And there's a lot of whiplash that happens after this. Hey, fish! Report.
Yeah, don't get tripped up. You know.
Yeah. And you just have back and forth, essentially. But again, nothing's super fast, nothing's super stamina intensive. And here's this part's so much harder with SB.
Yeah.
I was so prepared to see like some crazy stuff.
This is meant to be qualifiers, you say?
Yeah, this was supposed to originally be in qualifiers for an SB pick. As we can all figure out, I am not good at mapping easy turns. 4 mental breakdowns during this map. During making this map.
Yeah, my god, just 4 minutes.
It's maps a lot of things, but one of them being exhausting. So if you're picking this, make sure you're ready for it.
Oh, well, we have another, of course. Here it is, it's the tiebreaker.
By the
Ooh.
lovely Cydosis, we have Termina.
This is where it gets hard, guys. You know Cydosis. It is.
I don't think
Snap
it's
hell,
possible
guys.
I don't think it's possible to map Cydosis songs and have it be not extremely hard. I haven't been able to do it. I think minimum I'd be like 5 stars, so this is impressive making them a 4.5.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
These snaps in the beginning are like crazy, and the change between and read. Yeah, if you know the song, you know that it's rhythm. You have a speed up into, I'd say, a speed section. What?
I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything.
I really like that pattern. Yeah. This chart is divided into sections as... Well, this is a tiebreaker song. Made by our Inside Oasis. This is kind of a break in the song, but it's not really a break in the charting. Okay. this inverse section is quite hard. I don't even know what to say. It's this. Well, okay, so while charting this song, I kind of just. There was just a time where I just like kept replaying it because I just wanted to look at the patterns because they were just so nice to look at. I don't know. Yeah. Into another break section, preparing for, if you know the song, that part. Okay. Oh no, bro.
Well, this isn't the most awkward pattern I think I've ever seen in my life.
It's a bit. Yeah, you have the. I'm not even sure what to call this.
Nightmare on Cydosis Street.
Could be. Okay.
It just
I don't
doesn't
know.
end.
This is
is
really
all-
hard. Yeah. I
Only quarterfinals, by the way.
now into the even more part.
Oh my gosh.
Alternating
God.
between inverse and rise. Oh man.
Gives me profession vibes, actually.
You know, when I charted this, I didn't think it would be in quarterfinals tiebreaker, but I guess it is. So, that's hard, and that's your tiebreaker for quarterfinals.
Good luck practicing it.
Well,
That is definitely needs to be practiced. If you get to it somehow and you didn't practice it, you are possibly cooked. So,
who knows?
anyways, pretty sure that was all of the maps, unless we have a tiebreaker 2 in secrecy.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
There's
well-
also a secret special third tiebreaker map.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Don't get me started on the fourth one.
What? No, that can't be.
No, no. But there is your map pool. Good luck again to all the players that are going to be playing in it. It is a hard one. It is a doozy, and here's where things will start to pick up. If you are a fast, very, very speedy player, you are going to be in map pool heaven. So, hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Yes, see, there's the winner's bracket. Here is the loser's bracket. Really exciting, some nail-biting matches that we're gonna see, I think. There's a couple that are off the top of my head that, like, they're going to be insane.
Okay.
A couple on the
I
same,
re-
actually.
I really like this map pool. I can't wait for you to play it. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out. That was JOKE4 qualifiers. Qualifiers, quarterfinals. One of the things, you start with a Q.
That's basically all from me. Becky, do you have anything?
I don't have anything else. No?
Alright, thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next week.